Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro here to bring you another exciting guest. And today is especially very important for me because we're going to be talking about one of my favorite cities in the world. And no, it's not Miami, it's Marbella. In fact, I'm going to be heading to Spain in a few hours. So what better than to bring to our SLG Meetup today the CEO and partner of Drumelia Real Estate. His name is Artur Loginov, and he's a superstar when it comes to high-end real estate in Marbella, and he's going to be telling us all about the latest trends in the market over there, as well as how he was able to make his company and the properties that he works with stand out from everything else. There he is.
Hello, Alvaro.
¿Cómo estás? All good?
All good, fantastic. How are you?
Oh my God, what's going on? You got the perfect tan. I need to work on it.
Yeah, the little tricks that we have here.
Is that what happened in Marbella?
Yeah, that's what happens in Marbella, exactly. Amazing weather we got here. So I just heard that you're coming here soon, so you'll be able to enjoy it as well.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm super excited because I've seen what you've been doing with Drumelia. I mean, leading company when it comes to real estate in Marbella. You've been doing some of the most amazing property tours, and it just makes me want to go there so much more because it's fantastic. So tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing there.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you just said that, because that's one of the things that we are aiming for, is that not just selling the real estate, the typical property that we list, but also selling more, focusing on the lifestyle in general, on the Marbella place itself, because I think that's where the interest starts at. And we have a lot of things to use to sell here. A lot of things that help us to sell the city, like the weather, the 320 sunny days a year that we have, and so on. So that's what we're doing. And when 2 or 3 perfectionists join together in the marketing department, it eventually comes out as really good content, but also a lot of hard work behind it, and very long nights trying to edit to the most perfect scenario.
Congratulations, because it's very impressive what you've been doing with the property tours. And as you said, it's not just showcasing a property, it's really the lifestyle that Marbella has to offer at that level, and it wants you to not just be in the property, but be in the place, because I believe that Marbella has a beautiful playground. It's not just the property, but everything that entails it. So well showcased.
Absolutely, thank you. Yes, we are always, as I say, we are experimenting. We learn as we go. We've started doing this without any previous experience as well, and we've been doing the property tours, which now has been, I think, 2 years since we first started. We actually started in the pandemic when everything closed. That's when we started, which was logical because we couldn't show the properties to anyone, so we had a bit of free time.
Yeah.
So we even had this period of time when the whole team had to really play hide and seek through the town to get to the property, because no one was allowed to drive outside the apartments.
Oh my God.
And that's how we started. We've been testing the idea many years before, and we never were, we always were scared to do the first step, which now that we've done it, I feel like it's such a shame. When you have such a good idea, just go for it. Don't leave it there thinking, oh, well, I'm not going to be good, or this, and the excuses. It's always excuses. So we did start it late, I consider, but luckily we were one of the first ones here to do it.
Would you say that most of your leads are coming now from YouTube and all these different platforms where you place these videos?
Well, I tell you that a big amount of it, and it's also been a long period. It didn't happen overnight. So, but we are an example of a company that started exactly like a word-to-mouth company, a very small boutique real estate firm in Marbella, without even a website back in the old days. Well, we had like a website, but it was like a business card website.
Yeah, like,
and
hey, hi, I'm here on the internet.
I exist. Yes, yeah. It's not bullshit, excuse me. But eventually we evolved quite rapidly when we had these tools in front of us placed, which everyone has, and they are really the tools of the future, or if not of the present, actually. All this social media, YouTube videos, LinkedIn, it's all out there. And we've been doing this strongly, like YouTube we've had for 5 years. We started with simple videos, then videos with models, then videos with models and cars, then videos with music, and it was to where we are now. doing also area tours, for example. So we're trying to go a further step of explaining, you know, before we do the property tour, here's the tour of the area, like why here, what it has to offer. And these tours are fantastic for clients or people that want to know a bit more about Marbella.
Absolutely.
And eventually, yes, I mean, we get now a very strong flow of leads. Our website as well, which is quite innovative, nicely built, has quite a big amount of hits per month compared to all the other real estate websites.
Do you have any reference or somebody that you said like, oh my God, I love what they do? That's kind of like a little bit of what we've had as inspiration.
Definitely, absolutely. In terms of real estate businessman, we've always looked at Ryan Serhant.
Yeah.
I mean, for us, he's like doing like the mega stuff. He's up there in front. And sometimes we're lucky enough to pick up an idea and try and do it ourselves.
So tell us a little bit about Marbella. Okay, so I mean, I see these properties in Zagaleta, but those that are not too familiar with Marbella or the exclusive areas, which one would you say is your number one spot in Marbella when it comes to luxury homes?
Oh, wow. Well, Marbella is like still, I think, an uncut gem. Still, there are many people who don't know it or haven't been here, and it really is truly special due to its location south of Spain and the great real estate that can be found here still at quite correct prices compared to other locations of Europe. So you can really get more for your money eventually. And we have a great beach, but also we have great properties on the mountainside, which are fantastic, huge mansions. And after the coronavirus, people tend to go for the more open mountain spaces. And that's also a thing that the market here really had a big boom with that. We've got a few spots here, which is basically like the Golden Mile, Sierra Blanca, Zagaleta. Those are the most known names. And Zagaleta and Sierra Blanca tend to be where the biggest houses are found. And they differ in terms of Zagaleta being a little bit more secluded and hidden, a little bit high in the mountain. Like it takes you 20-minute drive to main spots of Marbella, but then you get the top privacy, space, etc. And Sierra Blanca is almost the same, but it's a bit smaller, and because it's right next to the center of Marbella, you're 2 minutes away from everything. So it's like there's two completely different personalities of families with kids that go to school or blah, 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 versus people that work from home or don't mind this distance.
Tell me a little bit about the marketing side, right? Because we've been talking about the videos, we've been talking about how you position yourself, but obviously if you are, let's say, looking back and when you started versus where you are now, what would you say was the number one takeaway that you will share that, oh my God, I did this and it changed my business?
On a personal level, it might be something different, but as a business, talking about Drumelia, it was definitely when we really put our hand on this, all this social platform and started seriously investing in it and putting the face in front of the camera. So we decided mutually, the partners, the owner, and everyone, that eventually, for whatever reason, it was going to be me, like the face of the company. And that's when we started the property tours 2 years ago. So before that, we've already been doing videos for 3 years on YouTube. But the way the views, the comments, everything went exponential after there was a person from the camera that would give personality to the object, to the what we were selling. That was back then what really escalated or everything that we were looking at. And also it took much longer than we expected, because we were looking, you know, suddenly instead of 20,000, we had 50,000 hits, 100,000, a million, and still no sales. But so it wasn't that easy, you know, and it required patience and hard work every day, no matter what. But eventually we got there. And yeah, the investing in the social media changed our business completely. But it took time.
Of course, like everything, you know, it takes some time and consistency, because people give up too soon. You know, when they start posting and they don't see results, whatever, this is not for me, goodbye.
Yeah.
Tell me about the collaborations, because I see that obviously you feature different luxury cars and other things in all your videos. So that's an element of collaborations with other luxury brands. How important was it also for you?
Well, we are always trying to collaborate with local and international brands, like we're doing as well. You could call this a collaboration, you know, using all these tools that we have so that people get a bit know us, or through our social media get know a bit you. the luxury cars at the beginning, it was a fundamental thing because it went in parallel with everything that we would do. And by association, it would also give us a part of that branding by working with these top brands. Like, we had Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys, and so on, constantly shown in our videos. At the beginning, it was hard to start because you had to sell the idea to them eventually, but now it's rolling by itself. I mean, we need a car for a video. Everyone is happy to give us a car, no problem.
That's it. Keep it rolling. No,
yes.
I love it.
Then also we had a few nice collaborations with the YouTube stars. Let's say we had Eric Conover was kind enough to come over to Marbella to promote a little bit and do some property tours together, which was really cool.
Nice.
We met another YouTube property tour from Farouk from Dubai.
Farouk, yeah.
We did a few videos together as well. So that kind of stuff I think is really nice on a personal level and on a business level as well.
Super. No, very nice. Tell me, favorite thing about Marbella for you?
That I live here.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's a good one.
It's a great place to live if you also have something to do. I mean, if you just come here year round and you have like nothing to do, it gets boring. But if you're busy or a little bit busy, I mean, it's a fantastic place. And then it's so close to everything. You have Madrid, 2.5-hour train, Seville, Portugal. We have a ski resort, France. I mean, yeah, everything is really close. So you can keep yourself.
I told you, it's in my list for the summer. I need to go again. Now, question. What's the meaning of luxury to you?
For me, it's my job. It's my job in every single sense. That's my kind of, it's in my DNA, my nature to deal with this on a daily basis and understand it as something normal. So I live in a normal, modest apartment. I'm a hardworking guy that's been working 24/7 for the past 13 years and intend to carry on like that. I have my own goals. I want to get somewhere in life financially as well on a personal level. But luxury doesn't, dealing with a client maybe throws €1 million up and down and doesn't care about it and drives in this Lamborghini and is in a super amazing house, doesn't, though, distract me from my objective and doesn't make me go crazy. I think that's important. Luxury, it always flashes in your eyes, but it's just one more thing. And the more people I meet that are surrounded by luxury, it doesn't mean I meet more happy people.
That's so true. So true, my friend. Yeah, I'm into that. I agree. No, that's why, I'm always curious to know what's the real definition of luxury for everyone that we bring into this podcast, because at the end of the day, some people might see it materialistic, some people might see it more internal, some people might see it more as a feeling. So I really love the answer you gave about, your job, the opportunity to do what you love doing, which is the luxury. And yeah, aside from that, I wanted to wrap it up by obviously thanking you again for bringing so much value to this conversation and excitement, because I really want to make sure that anybody that is watching or listening to this takes those keys and get them on, to start launching whatever product they have or service, to start getting on social, to start putting emphasis on the videos. If you have to summarize this and tell the audience what will be the best way to get started to launch their YouTube channel, for example, what will it be?
Number one, you don't have to be selling luxury houses. This can be an apartment for 100,000, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you can do it. So, the sooner you will start, the better results you will have, because the competition hasn't started yet, maybe, but they will as well. So don't focus about not having the right property or not being ready, like we also did at the beginning. Just do it, however it takes it. I don't know, if you have an iPhone, fine, do it with an iPhone. You have a friend that can shoot you, that's better. You don't have a friend that can shoot you, do like a selfie mode. I don't know, but just start doing it.
Well, Artur, thank you so much. Anything else you want to share?
It's a great pleasure to talk to you. And if you come to Madrid, pop into Marbella as well. It's really, really close.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you so much, Artur. And thank you for those watching. Looking forward to catching up soon in Marbella. And if you come over to Miami, hey, some nice properties here as well to do some cool tours.
Well, actually, maybe I will be going in September. So maybe I'll give you a shout out.
There we go. Sounds good.
Cool.
Thank you, my
Amazing.
friend.
All the
Nos vemos
best.
pronto.